Hi everyone, this is Georgianne again. Hey, I am so glad I got to see you today. I'm going to tell you something. I got my basket done. I got it done. I'm not too thrilled about this part. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out if I need to tear this hook off and move it a little bit more. But you know what? It is done. I got it done. I hope you can see it and see how it looks, because this is how it's supposed to be. And then you put anything in it while you on a hook, and yeah, so that is done. See, it is really, really nice. I love it. I can't believe I read a pattern and got it done. See, if I can learn how to do that, I know you can learn how to do it. Learning problems doesn't define who you are or what you do. You can do anything you want to if you want to do it. Yeah, it might take you a little time to do it. Might take you a lot of time to do it. I need to show you my Afghan that I started, and I have designed it myself. No one's shown me how to do it, taught me how to do it. I designed it. That's the next one. I'll show you what I'm doing with my grandson's Afghan. It's going to be a big one. Sorry. It's also going to be a heavy one, because it's going to have thousands of beads on it. It's already probably got 300 on it right now. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a big one. But hey, I just want to tell you, sometimes life throws you a ball. A hard ball, softball, soccer ball, or a football. Sometimes you don't catch it, sometimes you do. Well, that's what's happening to me. I trying to catch something and cannot catch it. But you know what? I will catch it. I will catch it. Because I will try over and over and over again till I catch that ball. Yeah, I have a problem, and I'm trying to solve it. And I'll tell you more about it when it comes. But solving a problem is like catching a ball. I used to play softball when I was young. My brothers and sisters and I was always in sports. We love sports. Our dad loves sports. Oh my. Football, baseball, you name it. My kids used to say, "We're going to Grandpa and Grandma's?" Yep. And my son would say, "All right, I get to watch football with Grandpa." Or, "All right, I get to watch baseball with Grandpa." Or, "All right." He was just absolutely thrilled that Grandpa loves sports. My mother loves sports too. Sports is a type of things that teaches you how to be a person. Yeah, be a person. When my mother had the children's home, you guys know my mother had a mentally handicapped children's home. She taught them how to play baseball. I'm not joking. We had the whole neighborhood. I mean, we had a neighborhood that they loved the kids. They absolutely loved them kids. They didn't see them different. They didn't see anything wrong with them. They absolutely loved them kids. They was teaching them kids how to hit the ball, run to different, and they would even run with them, show them where the bases was. It was so fantastic to see. You know, that's where we are coming along short. I mean, honestly, we get into our little cliques. I mean, little cliques. Because we're so afraid of what people thinks of us. Yeah, we're all afraid of what people thinks of us. Why? Because we don't want to be less than what we are. Less than what we are. Well, who said we are less anyways? Ourselves. We say it ourselves. Well, I got news. I'm over that too. I'm done with dumb. That's dumb thinking that way. Because too many of us sit around and think, well, okay, I cannot do this. Or I can't catch that ball. That ball, I cannot catch it. Did you try? No. Did you take an effort to learn? No. Did you ever think that when you hit the ball, you can catch it? Hit the ball and you might catch it. Somebody hits the ball, you might catch it and you might not. But if you do catch it, it's accomplishment. You have done something that you thought you couldn't do. So do you rather catch the ball? Well, I'm going to tell you something else. I like to hit the ball out of the park and then try to catch it on my own. That ain't going to work. No, that won't work. Especially for learning disabilities, it won't work. You have to have people to help you. Am I ashamed of it? No. Am I ashamed of telling people? And I have this habit, I have this habit calling everybody sweethearts and babes and everything else. You know why I do that? Because my brain only sees beautiful people. My brain only sees beautiful people. Because I was raised with mentally handicapped children. I am so thankful that God put them people in my life. I am so glad we as people needs to see other people for who they are, not what we think they are. Yeah, I call people sweetheart and babe and everything else. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jobs tells me not to do that because it offends people. Okay, we're on the subject of offending people. Well, now I'm going to tell you a story about when I was growing up about offending people. Wow, you guys are on for a ride tonight because this is really real. And it's not because of people thinking that they're better than everyone. No, it's because they had no clue what my mother was going to spin. My mother took all these mentally handicapped children to a restaurant. We was in, I want to say Missouri at that time. Yeah, my mom took them camping. Oh my, that's a story. Me and my sister can tell you stories after stories about camping trips with mentally handicapped children. It is awesome. Now they call them autism. I lived with Down syndrome, you name it, I have lived with everybody. I have lived with normal people. I have cousins that I stayed with that are normal. Is that what you call normal? I don't know. But anyways, we went to a restaurant one day, and my mother took all the kids, was going to this restaurant because we was hungry. And she's like, okay, we're going to go to a restaurant instead of fixing, getting everything out of the camper and all this. We're going to go to this restaurant and we're going to eat. Okay, we went to one restaurant. And remember, there was 30 of us. Yeah, 30 kids. Can you imagine that? My grandmother, my Aunt Judy, my mother, and 2 other workers of my mom was all on that campground, all on that camp area. And so Mom goes in there and she goes, I need tables for 35 people. And they go, okay. And she goes, no, you don't understand. These are kids. Okay, how many? And they looked, and my mom had them all in a straight line. I'm telling you, she had them all in a straight line. My Aunt Judy and my grandmother looked at the kids and said, do not act up. Them kids did not act up at all. And they was telling everyone, hi, how are you doing today? That's where I got it from. Because I looked at them kids, if they can be happy for what they look like or what they do, I'm going to be happy for the rest of my life. Oh, wow. And then this manager says, well, them kids are not allowed in here. My mom looked at him and it says, why? And he goes, because they're strange. They're weird people. They're crazy people. They're stupid. Mom says, well, you're stupid. She said, you just lost $4,000. Yeah, my mom was going to spend $4,000. She walked out. We went to across the street. And she told the manager, she says, I have 35 people. That man looked at Mom and he goes, bring them on. Bring them on. And that man served us, the manager, and far as we didn't even know, he was the owner. He looked at my mom and he says, anybody that bought them kids into a restaurant like this, and you had them well behaved, she goes, no, they know they know what they will get and what they don't get. He goes, what do you mean? She goes, they're on point system. If they have so many stars on their name, they get a surprise. And he goes, wow, what a wonderful idea. And all the kids says, yeah, if we get a surprise, we don't know what we're going to get. But I know one thing, Mom will do something special with us. And when they got points, she would take them by themselves and go shopping. They could buy anything they want because she taught them how to be a person. Where are we in this world to treat people when you say, hi, how are you doing today? Or, hi, sweetheart, hi, love, or anything like that? That is not a sexual thing. Everybody can use the F word like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. But when you're kind to people and say, hey, hon, how are you doing today? That's called sexual things, but they can use the F word or any other word and it's okay. You know what? I am glad I am who I am. I'm glad my mother raised me and my sister the way she did. I'm glad my mother had that mentally handicapped children home. I used to didn't think so. But I guarantee you now, I'm thankful for it. It's made me who I am today. Stronger. Yeah, I had my ups and downs. And my lefts and rights. But who are we in this world is going to sit here and say, I have learning disabilities. I, Georgianne Johnson, has learning disabilities. When are we going to step out and say, hey, I'm a person. I have learning disabilities. You know, I told you the other day that when we start talking about learning disabilities, we are done with dumb. If you can't read well, that's a learning disability. If you can't spell well, that's a learning disability. If you have trouble understanding what you read, that's a learning disability. If you have hypertension deficit disorder, that's a learning disability. But it doesn't define you. It doesn't say, hey, Georgianne, what are you going to do today? You have that learning disability. You might as well not even get up. Because people are going to laugh at you. People are going to stare at you and see if you're going to mess up or are you going to cry. Well, you know what? There's days I do cry. Yeah, there's days I do cry. Because I am tired of people treating us or treating anybody. Anybody. I mean anybody. When we're trying to be kind to someone or to kind to anybody and they think it's something sexual or something that's terrible, but yet you can use the F word anytime you want. Where has this country gone to? I remember when I was young, older people and men would call me sweetheart, honey, and babes. But when my real dad did things that he shouldn't have done, he didn't call me sweetheart or babe. No way. I am a person. So is everybody else. And I agree. I totally agree of not saying it as much. But I can't give names. I can't remember names because it's hard for me. Heck, it's hard for me to read half the time. So when you have a name and you tell me your name, well, I'm trying to see it in my head, but yet I can't see it. Yeah. I can't see your name, so it doesn't go in my brain like it should. What I'm saying is, I have to see it. I have to hear it. I got to say it to you, and you got to say it to me back. I got to see it, hear it, and feel it. Yeah. So I call everybody sweethearts and babes. Do I mean anything about it? Nope. I don't. I love you guys. And you're my sweethearts and babes and everything else. We are who we are. Quit changing us. We are individual people. Yeah, it's a free country for right now. Everybody claims that it's okay to say the F word anywhere you want to go. But it's not okay to say sweethearts, babes, honey, or whatever, because we get offended. God made us who we are. But God also loves who we are. If we don't tell people how nice they are and how sweet they are, how's people going to know that they're kind? That they're nice? People all the time tell me I'm sweet because I tell them, oh, I am so glad I got to see you. A lot of them says, oh, you're such a sweetheart. Did I get offended about that? Nope. Because that makes me feel good. That makes me feel good to hear that. Because I don't get to hear it. I don't get to hear it. I live alone. Remember, I told you, I'm looking for a good Christian man. If God gives it to me, praise the Lord. If He doesn't, praise the Lord. But I don't hear it. There's a lot of people probably don't hear them words. But the F word, they hear it all the time. Yeah, we get offended by words and everything else. But why are we getting offended by it? Because we don't understand ourselves. We don't understand ourselves. Once you understand yourself, words are just words. You are who you are. Be who you want to be. This is for everybody. Be done with dumb. I have worked so hard for 65 years of my life for people to come up to me and say, hey, don't, you offend people when you call them sweethearts and babe. But yet, it's okay for them to cuss. It's okay for them to use the F word. It's okay to offend me by saying, hey, did I hurt your feelings when I made you read out loud? Oh, whoa. Is that offensive? Heck yeah, that it's offensive. But you know what? It didn't offend me. It made me mad because she wouldn't ask anybody else. But she asked somebody that she knew that had learning problems. Hey. So if we're talking about offensive, yeah, think about what offensive really means before we even think about saying anything. This country is ours. Let's get it back to where it used. Well, let's get it back and love each other. Learning disabilities, anything. I mean, anybody. People that are smart. Everybody. Everybody. We are teaching our kids how to be defensive. Let's come on. Let's say it like it is. You're offended when you talk to somebody that says, hey, how are you doing today? Wow. I am sorry to say this, but when we have to stop saying, how are you doing today? Or calling everybody sweethearts and babes, because that's where I growed up at. I mean, everybody called us on our streets sweethearts and babes. Everybody. And I lived on a street that had all different colors. I'm being honest. We had all different colors on our street neighborhood. And we all played together. We all played together. And remember, my mother had a mentally handicapped children's home, and there is nobody in this world has been offended more than they have. I'm being honest. I've seen it happen. And I see it to this day, it happens. Offensive? That's a word. Maybe the F word is okay. Maybe I'm never going to say that F word ever again. I used to say it all the time too. I thought that was the greatest thing to say. But it's not. It makes you look weird. I'm being honest. Be done with dumb. That's a dumb word. I'm being honest. It's a dumb word. I am done with dumb. But when you can't speak as a kind person and use kind words to people because you offended them, but you can use the F word and it wouldn't offend them. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I know that a lot of people are saying, wow, she's really stupid. Well, maybe I am. That's okay. Just remember this. This brain is run by God. This brain is run by God. This heart is run by God. This life of mine, God has control. You guys are my sweethearts, my babes, everything else, because you know why? You guys got me through life. Because a long time ago, I couldn't read or write. I'm here on YouTube telling you guys, hey, we have the right to learn. We have the right to speak out and say, I have learning disabilities. We need to start speaking out. We need to start telling people, hey, it's okay to be who you are. Smart people, everybody, it's okay to be who you are. Be done with dumb. I'm a chef. I'm here on YouTube. I made this beautiful basket. Yeah, I, Georgianne, read a pattern. I, Georgianne, has developed bread that you would not believe. I have developed a peanut butter jelly bread. I have developed a pineapple walnut bread. I have developed a strawberry bread. I have developed herb bread. And a lot more. On my own. God gave this brain to me to run the way it should be. Yes, I have learning problems. Yes, I have learning problems. Yes, some days I have bad days about my brain, and some days I have good days on my brain. But hey, I'm okay with that. Are you done with dumb? Is anybody done with dumb? Are you doing what you want to do? If not, be done with dumb. Are you okay for what you are? Okay for what you are doing, but yet you're thinking, this is not as good as I wanted to be? Then make it better. Because only you can change it. Not me. Not anybody. But only you. And I watched Hell's Kitchen tonight. In that kitchen, you have to fight for what you want. You got to fight and show you are capable of running one of Gordon Ramsay's elite restaurants. I know I will never be one because my brain goes so much. But there's good chefs that have learning disabilities. Excellent chefs. I'm an excellent chef, don't get me wrong. I am. But in that kind of kitchen, I have been in a lot of kitchens. A lot of kitchens. And I can do it. But when my hypertension deficit disorder kicks in, I go 50,000 miles an hour. But it's okay. Because I know how to handle it. You know, when you offend people, I wish somebody would tell me what offensive is. Because I can tell you a lot what I know about it. It's okay to tell everybody else that, no, that you have problems. You know what? Tell people, because I'm on YouTube but telling people too. It doesn't bother me. I want people to start speaking out and say, hey, I got learning problems, but I can do it. I'm doing it my way. And if you don't have learning problems, start speaking out and helping other people that does have learning problems. And don't make fun of them. Don't make fun of us. Because we have to ask you for help. You know why we have to ask you for help? Because we're not understanding what people wants us to do. I have one guy that's at work. He's helped me understand what I need to do. And he's not even in our field, but he's worked in restaurants. He doesn't do kitchen work. But he's been in restaurant work, that world, a lot longer, I mean, same as me, or less than me, because he's younger than me. But you know what? He said something today, it just absolutely comes true. People doesn't understand learning problems because you, Georgianne, you are speaking up and they're not liking it. Whoa! They're not liking us speak up because we have learning problems. Well, start speaking up, people. It's time for us to come out of the closet. If you have a learning problem, don't be afraid not to say it. Yeah, I got laughed at when I went into special needs classes. That's why we shut down. Because people laughs at us. People makes fun of us. And I get it every day. I get it every single day. Offending people. Well, they do it to me every single day. But you know what? I blow it off. Because you know why? I'm done with dumb. Because they don't understand what it's like to have a brain like we have. It's not our fault. It's not their fault. We need to start teaching them, or anybody. I mean anybody. If anybody that's watching this video, and I've told a lot of people about my videos, Done with Dumb. Everybody should be watching them. Everybody should be watching them. Share this video, people. Share it. Share all of them. It's time to come out. Whoever you are. I want to see everybody on Done with Dumb. I want comments. I want people to say, hey, I have a problem. I'm willing to talk to you. I'm willing to help you. I'm willing to do what God wants me to do. I'm not dumb. I'm different. I am Georgianne John. I am Georgianne. I don't call myself my last name anymore. I'm Georgianne. That's who I am. See, I had my last name changed 3 times and been married once. 3 times. And I've been married once. My first name that I was born with was Georgianne Beagle. Yeah, just spelt like the dog. Sorry. Oh, that is another story that I got bullied about too. Then my real dad gave us up, and then I turned into a Hazelwood. Georgianne Hazelwood. And then I got married. And it was Georgianne Johnson. Well, I'm thinking, okay, I have 3 last names, but I always had one first name. I'm Georgianne. And I have learning problems. And I'm proud of it. When is this going to say, we are done with dumb? Everybody, be done with dumb. Make something out of your day, each day, to say, I'm done with dumb. We are who we are. God made us. I know people don't believe in God. I know that. But I guarantee you, I'm not from an ape. I'm not from an ape. Let me tell you. I am not from an ape. I am not from an animal. God didn't do that. And you know this Bang Theory thing? Hey, my thinking is it had to be a bang. Because God's voice is so powerful. I mean, God's voice, and I'm saying it again, God's voice is so powerful, anything can happen. Anything. Be done with dumb. I am not an ape. I am not from a caveman. I am Georgianne. I live here in the United States. We believe in whatever that, I don't even know, but we don't believe in the Bible. I can read now. Where are we going to go if we don't be done with dumb? I'm being honest. Do you honestly think we came from an ape? Do you have proof? I have proof that God made me. I do. Simple as that. It's in the Bible. Bible. When are we going to be done with dumb? You know, when I was illiterate, I didn't understand nothing. Literally, I didn't understand nothing. I always thought in my eyes that, hey, my mother had me. You know? And then when I had all 3 of my kids, you guys, as a mother, Our children grows inside of us. It moves. The little hands grows. How in the world can an ape come into me? I'm being honest. How can an ape come into me? Oh my. God is so good about this. You know, let's be real, people. Be done with dumb. Let's be done with dumb. Research yourself. Learn yourself. Be yourself. Quit relying on people to tell you what to do and how to do it. You got to learn your way. And yeah, I'm making another long video. But I'm getting ready to get off of here. But I'm going to say this. I'm done with dumb. And I hope you guys understand what I'm saying tonight, because it is real. When we feel like everybody thinks that when you call everybody sweethearts and babes, it offends them. But yet they don't care if it offends people that can't read or if can't understand or have learning problems or anything. It's okay. I'm being honest. It's okay to say the F word, but it's not okay to say hun. It's okay to say the F word and we can't say sweetheart. Well, what is the two words that would offend people more than anything else? I'm being honest. Tell me in the comments what you think about this video. Is it okay to say the F word, but it's not okay to say sweethearts? Is it okay to be bullied and be kind? It's okay to do things to people but not be kind. Wow. I'm done with dumb. And you guys, after this note, I am getting off of here because I just gave you a little tidbit. I need your subscribe, like, comment, and ring that notification bell, excuse me. Be done with dumb. Your brain is yours. Use it. If you have learning problems, or if you feel like you need to say something, say it. Let's come out and say, I have problems. Don't be afraid anymore. If you know anybody that had learning problems, tell them about Done with Dumb. If you know anybody that is having stressful times, tell them about Done with Dumb. If there is anybody out there who are willing to help me with this, this channel, comment on this, because I want somebody to help me with this. I am done with dumb. We can move this world if we all work together. We can move this world. But we got to do it our way. So you guys have a beautiful, bright, gorgeous evening. I am so glad I got to see you tonight. I am getting ready to go to bed because I am tired and I love you all. You are my sweethearts. You are my honey. Everything I know, because you guys make my day. You make my day. Thank you for coming on and watching me. Thank you for subscribing, like, and comment, and hit the notification bar. You are a person. Be done with dumb. D, done. You understand. M, make. Be yourself. You can do this. I'm done it. I'm doing it. So have a beautiful night. Catch you later. Bye-bye.